that and said, huh? It's an honor to be here, to talk to, knowing a lot of people, having met a lot of people here. And this is probably one of it's a lot of fun, number one, but it's the most giving clinic I've ever been to. When I came here probably 5 or 6 years ago, it was a little different. They used to burn DVDs. Like, you could bring a DVD, like I could bring a couple Cook High School DVDs and throw them up on the stage. And they had people that would burn DVDs, and you could take them, and they were free, right? So you could leave with a suitcase full of DVDs, and then like some of y'all got here last night. I'm sure y'all threw on napkins, and tonight you will be in that room, and there'll be a lot of drawing and talking, and so like I said, it's one of the most giving clinics in this offense we run. It's like everybody says, sometimes you take a lot of heat for it. People say it ain't going to work. I'm going to tell you a brief story about my experience with it's not going to work. Appreciate the opportunity to do it. I want y'all to know that. I also want y'all to know that I'm really nervous. I'm going to do the best I can to give you the information I know, and I might share some stuff. Hopefully everybody will leave with a piece of something that'll help them. And if you have questions, please ask me. I was reading my little piece of the Bible this morning, and I found a part I'd never found, and it was a little story about Adam and Eve. And Adam got home late, and Eve, she wasn't happy, none. And it went on, where you been and this and that. He's like, I just lost track of time. And they went to bed, and Eve rolled around, and she rolled around so much, tossed and turned, she couldn't sleep, woke Adam up. He said, what in the heck are you doing? She said, you know what I'm doing, be still, let me count the rest of them ribs. I'm not an expert. I wrote some notes down. I've been coaching for 30 plus years, wing tee background. I first saw the Notre Dame box in the late 80s. A school in Florida ran the Notre Dame box. That was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. My brother coaches at Virginia Tech, and when he was a GA up there, I went up to visit. I went to a high school playoff game in Giles, Virginia, and they were running. I'd never seen 4x2 single wing before. I didn't know what the hell it was. Then I went to Trenton High School's head football coach. Coach Ward was the head coach at Bronson. And they run a version of it, so I had seen it. I'm like, man, I've seen this before. And they whooped our tail. And we kind of prided ourselves on defense, but we couldn't do nothing with them. They beat us through the Giles connection. Through that, I got some information from Stonebridge, but mainly, Jeff Williams at Giles, and then Thursday night, I'm at home one night, and a guy that's come here a lot, Rick Darlington. A lot of y'all know Rick. They're playing South Panola, Mississippi. We're my Mississippi guys, right? They're playing South Panola, Mississippi on ESPN, and Rick and I go way back. And Rick he's a flex bone guy. And they come out in the flex bone. They got that kid, I remembered his name as I stepped up on this wood, but he went to Michigan.
Jeremy Gallon.
Yes, sir, Jeremy Gallon. He's pretty daggum good. He played quarterback, took snaps under center in that flex bone. He power cleaned like 330 pounds, and he weighed about 170. He was pretty dang good. They couldn't move the ball against South Panola. Couldn't get an inch. They come out in the second half. They were 4x2 single wing. And I was a little bit upset. I'm like, man, me and Rick talk all the time. I never knew he was going to do this. And so, you know, like I said, that's my education on single wing. You know, Giles Stonebridge. Jeff Williams has been my biggest contact at Giles. Nice guy. Again, my computer's full of stuff that Jeff gave me. He didn't charge me for it. You know, just send it to me. You know, Coach, would you draw up seam buck for me? Sure. Coach, would you draw up how you run your sweep out of 4x2? Sure. So again, you know, a lot of credit. You don't want to cut Rick short. Me and Rick been friends for a long, long time, and I've stole a lot of things from him too. The deal is, Rick was at Apopka High School, had about 3,600 kids, and most of my experience, the biggest school I've been at was 1,000 students. So we couldn't do all the things that, you know, that Rick did. You know, Rick's been here. Rick is a phenomenal coach. So, you know, kind of my philosophy briefly is a bunch of different sets and alignments to run the same plays. So, we run the trap a little when you can. We run the ISO. We're going to run the ISO. We're not a seam buck team. We're just going to run the ISO, and I'll be glad to show you. We're going to run the power. We're going to run the weak side counter. We're going to run the strong sweep and the weak sweep. And we're going to throw the boot strong, the boot weak. And to me, the best thing going are what I call nakeds, and that's hard run fake passes. And I'll show you some of those. Like, you know, fake the counter, put the tailback in the flat or fullback in the flat. And them people are not covering backs. You know, those people can't stop all that stuff you're doing and cover back. So, you know, the nakeds are some of the best stuff going. You know, talk about talent. I've been blessed to have some talent more times than not. You know, we haven't had a whole lot of great players. We've had some really, really good players. People say that there's no secrets in football, and that's not true. You know, one of the secrets, I believe, is you've got to get kids to play as hard as they can every snap. If you can get kids to play as hard as they can every friggin' snap, you're going to beat a lot of people, and you're going to beat some people that's better than you. So, you know, that is a secret. You know, people say there's no secrets. Look here, we beat a lot of damn people that don't play hard. They don't play hard. You see it on film, you show it to your kids, you got a chance. There's a lot of people that don't play hard. The second thing, you know, there's a trick to getting them suckers to play hard too. All right, there's a trick to getting them to play hard. You got to practice it. You've got to practice it. You've got to demand effort. You know, what's the old saying? If you're either allowing it, coaching it, or whatever. You know, our kids, we're demanding that they play hard. You got to be tough. You got to be physical, and you've got to practice that. You know, the days. You know, lots of people practice in shorts and t-shirts. We're full pads 4 days a week. We're full pads 4 days a week. You've got to be tough. You've got to be physical. You've got to get that done starting in January. You know, a couple other little things. You know, if you're playing in a region final, a game to go to the semifinals, and you score, and it's 14-13. Offense is hard to come by. Our long snapper had hurt his elbow covering a punt, and he was probably the softest kid on our team. Probably he hit his elbow, hit his funny bone or something, and he's standing on the sideline all the whole time. We score. And you know, I got all those assistant coaches. Coach, we're going to kick it. We're going to go for two. Coach, we're going to kick it. We're going to go for two. I just threw my headsets on the ground. We had to score first. So the whole time, I'm referring back to the year before when we're playing North Marion. And the game before that, we went in triple overtime. We got beat. So one of the great things about the single wing is you break people down. You pound on them long enough. You beat them down. And we got the ball in the second overtime, and we ran the power down to the 3-yard line. I mean, it was like running on air. We ran it down to the 4-yard line, and them North Marion kids, man, they're dragging. A couple of them linemen, they're down like this. We ran the power again. Kid untouched in the end zone. Kicked myself in the hind parts to this day for not going for two and kicking their ass right there and getting it over. So flash forward a year, we're at home, we're in the game to go to the semifinals. There's 5 minutes and 49 seconds left. We did find a way to score. I got the kid holding his elbow. When we got the ball down about the 6-yard line, I called him over. And I said, son, can you snap the ball? I just walked off. And so anyway, we punched it in, we knocked it in, and I immediately called timeout. And so them kids come over, what are they saying? Go for it, let's go for it, coach, go for it, coach. I said, chill. Chill, chill, chill. What are we going to run? Everybody wants to go for it. What are we going to run? Coach, power. Power, coach. Power, coach. I said, can we make it? All 11 of them sound like a choir. It was like hell yeah. So we called it. We sent them back out there. All them people behind me. You can imagine. Don't do it, coach. Oh my God. Oh my God, don't do it. We ran the power, walked in. Kid ran the ball all the way on the track. Set the ball on the track. It was 15 to 14. We had to get a stop. We had to get a stop. They threw a pass, got us on a pass. They had a great kicker. And they got the ball down. He could have made it. Summertime. We got eat up the mole cricket. Anybody, y'all know what a mole cricket is?
Oh, yeah.
We got eat up mole crickets that eat your field up. They eat our field up. Our field was terrible. That sucker went to kick that ball. His foot flew out from under him. That damn ball went in our home stands. And that was the smartest call I've ever made. That was the smartest call I ever made. That's a joke, by the way. The easiest way to win a game is don't lose it. That's in preparation. That's a lot of different ways. But that's a fact. I've heard somebody stole my one.
It's over there, Coach.
Okay. There's a lot of ways, you can lose it. Put the ball in the dirt and stuff. We'll talk about that. But the easiest way to win is not to lose the game. We do a lot of different things to run the same stuff. I told you what we run. All right, told you what we run. I'll be glad you're on. So I started over here. This is our normal deal. We're unbalanced. Guard, tackle, tackle, split in over, wing back. He's our F. We letter them people for motions. So F is fire, flame, all that for motion. The fullback is our S guy. So that's a line in motion. Tailback. All right, this kid's usually your quarterback. If we go 4x2, if we go on, all we do is we take our tight end and we put him out here just all but out of bounds, and we still line up like that. We see how they adjust. So before I go on, I'll tell you, we shift to all this. Okay, we shift to all this. There's a guy sitting right over there, Jeff. Raise your hand, Jeff. So I met Jeff at Apopka, and I'd always wondered, I was a big Jim Harbaugh fan because I liked all the shifting. He was at Stanford, they moved everywhere, how you do it. So I met Jeff at Apopka, so we stood out on the field, I got my phone out, Jeff, how you do all that shifting stuff? And so, anyway, we used some of the stuff I stole from Jeff, and we moved. So that's on. If we shift to over, then we're going to, moves the tight end over, okay, to the other side. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? So it's going to move tight end to the other side. We put him here. And the reason being that outside tackle should be your best lineman. That's just my opinion. That's not gospel. That's just my opinion. So we put the tight end in there so he's got maybe a little bit easier block. And a little bit less critical block on certain things. That's over, that's out. Just move out, okay? We get in this, that just moves the wing back out here. Names don't mean anything, kids learn it. So we start in January with all this stuff, and again being able to shift to it. So if we move our tailback out, remember he's the S, that's split. If we move the wingback out strong, that's wide. If you tie split and wide together, that's soft. All right? Beak is wingback weak. If we want to move the blocking back weak, that's wham. All right? And we can tie those together. Slip and slide. Slip and slide. We line up in the box. And we run a few plays out of the box. All them plays I just told you, we can run out of the box. If we go slip, we go blocking back, wing back, weak. If we go slide, we just slide over to our normal formation. We only do that one direction. We only do that one direction. So we can do all that. And what that gets us is, those people, somebody said it's hard to prepare for. So now go prepare for it and get your scout team to do all that moving around. And so, I need to do this. I hope I can do it. Does anybody have any questions? Coach, can we move that screen down? Can somebody? The lights went off, right? I punched the button. Anybody have any questions about this? Okay. Well, I'll open that back up, but I just want you to get an idea. Let me, there you go. So, in Florida, when I coached in Florida, I was head coach for 25 years. And when we started running the single wing around 08, we actually, in 93, we ran a little bit of that Notre Dame box. But we didn't major in it, fooled with it. In Florida, we got a lot of shade 50 with the strong safety rolled up to the wing. The corner over the split end, the free safety over the wing, and the backside corner basically half field on the nub tight end. And that's about what everybody did every Friday night. And then, we came to Georgia, and we played some really, really good teams in 07. We played Lee County, who made the Final Four in 6A. We're 3A, barely. We got 800 kids. Lee County, tough. And then we played Tifton. Tifton went to the Final Four in the largest class. And then we played Brunswick. Brunswick had probably the best year they've ever had. And then we went to a soft one. We played Brooks County, which played in the semifinals in 2A. And Brooks County plays at 4-2-5. And so everybody we saw after that was 4-2-5. And if you notice here, they're flat across the middle. So we were getting a lot of that. So we wanted to go to something so we could beat that cover zero mess. And so what we do is we got two things. We take our split end down the middle to the post. We run him on a fade or a hitch. So a whole lot of grass for VJ there. Now this one we do not complete, but you kind of see the idea. We complete one later for a touchdown. And then the other thing we do is we take this guy, we hitch him up, and then we run a fade with number 2. So that's our 2-man beaters. Very simple. It's very, very simple. So I'm sorry, I'm not real fancy. I'm gonna get you to some stuff and just show you like some real time plays. me stop. I want to ask you guys this. That reminds me right there, being they scored the ball. How many points do you need to score to win a football game? Anybody got a goal? Like any of you guys, y'all say we got to score so many to win? One more? That's a good idea. You know, when I was a head coach, we'd always set a number. And I quickly found out as an offensive coordinator, setting a number is not a good idea because you can't control how good the defense is. You have no control. All you can do is coach your people. You know, so that we evolved to the one more. You know, we used to say, you know, back in the day, if we ran 50 plays and scored 21 points, we felt like we ought to win. And then at some point, we went to 28 points. But I still believe if you score 34 points, you ought to win a game. Is anybody with me on that, or still one more? How many of you, seriously, if you score 34, how many of y'all think you ought to win? Okay, we got beat. We scored 34 points and we got beat. We scored 35 points and we got beat. And we scored 36 points and we got beat. So that's when I said, to hell with all that. We got to score more than that. That's the goal.
Coach, I scored 60 and got beat.
Yeah, that's fun, eh? God, dog.
English defensive struggles.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. You guys coach defense. Y'all can't do no damn better than that. All right, so like I said, I'm just going to show you a little bit of ball here. We freeze check some stuff. So you'll see us calling a snap. Freeze check, then people jump off sides a lot too. No, we're not. No, we're not. We huddle. We try to get to the line, and then, like I said, we're a lot of freeze check. You catch football. That's fact, Jack. That's how you get beat right there. So there's ways to win. There's ways to lose. That's the way to lose. Fumble, snap on 3rd and 4, you'll get beat. So that's weak side. That's weak side counter. Like I said, I just wanted to show you and make this conversation. This is a real football game. Team's decent, not terrible. They're not Brooks County. You know, real football, what we call, we had 3rd and 4 run the counter. We tried to run power, we fumbled it, so they knew that's what we love. That was ISO. We didn't block the linebacker very good. Went back counter, he kicked our butt.
That out of power, coach?
That was counter.
But out of a power formation?
Well, we're running just that's just regular unbalanced wing split in. So that's unbalanced right. That's guard tackle split in over, nub side guard tight end. So that's unbalanced. That's our tailback. That's our fullback. This kid here hadn't played football since he's in the 8th grade. He was a tremendous point guard. Talked him into coming out and playing, and he actually did a heck of a job for us. So we got 3rd down. We got 3rd down coming. That was no good. All right, there's that hard boot I told you about. There's that hard boot. What's the lineman? Looks just like Calvin. So that's an easy throw, easy catch. We'll watch them. So again, just a little bit of. We tried to run a sweep. Wasn't really good. There's a trap. That's our version. That's what we call twist. We don't want to spin, so that's kind of sort of half-ass, half spin, I guess. Don't get your feelings hurt, Coach. No good. Like I said, I just want you to see. I mean, I could have brought a highlight film in here. Y'all thought I was real smart. It'll show you the real thing. So through that naked boot again, give our guy a chance too. Give our guy a chance. So like Coach said earlier, we're putting the formation into the boundary. Didn't block linebacker, that's a blocking back's ball. See why I'm glad Bobby came out, right? All right, I don't know where my here we go. So again, what I'd like to do is just go to a series of plays. This is a third round playoff game. That's Jenkins High School in Savannah. And, you know, instead of just coming up here with cut-ups and stuff, I mean, maybe that was a mistake. Again, that's, you know, that's check. We're trying to check the side. That guy wasn't offside, was he?
What do you call them huddle when you do check?
We have a little word, shiver. Freeze, you know what I'm saying? Freeze, shiver. Again, run the power, don't look like a whole lot, but that sets you up on the sticks pretty good. You know, all I really want to do is stay on schedule. You know, I'm a pretty exciting guy. If I get 3.5 yards a time, I feel like that's pretty good. You know, and I might throw it, you know, a little bit more probably than I should. But I like throwing the ball on quick change. I like throwing the ball on second and short. I like throwing the ball if we get a penalty and get 1st and 5. We come back to it. Not real sure. What it is, we got a far away copy and short copy. If you want to see something again, we are tunneling the power right there. Right, we're tunneling the power. So what that means is we are base blocking that 9 technique. So we're going to turn out on the 9, we're going to double the 3, and we're going to lead the blocking back and the fullback up in the hole. And 41 don't want to block nobody. But you can see that we turn out on that guy, and we got enough people, we just don't do a very good job. We don't fit the guy. We ended up got a 1st down. So like I said, you just get an idea of what our personality is, and again come back to counter. They're pretty basic. At the end of the day, your base stuff is probably it is your best stuff. In my you know, in my experience, you know, when it's nut cutting time, you're in your base stuff, or you run your base stuff. So you've seen power, you've seen ISO, you've seen counter. So we're 1st down, we drove the ball from about the 30, we come back, we run power again. You'll see if we tunnel it. I'd be probably, yeah, sure. Yeah, Kenny kind of soft right there, blocking back soft. So I think we're going to come up, we can have a 3rd down, I think. They should have just kept that up in there behind 5. This is kind of, if you look at that, we got the drag we've got the drag wide open. We got the drag wide open. You can see that, the way we teach it on this is touchdown, first down, check down. And, you just got to be a little bit patient and use your head. We need a first down. And Bobby got a little bit greedy. I'm not going to say it was real stupid. I think if it was a better ball, it would have been a touchdown. Didn't work out like that. You get a tight view, you can see how we protect it or don't protect it. We're 1, 2, 3 on the front. We're 2 to get 2 on the back. Bobby's got a solid pocket. Just better ball's good. I'd throw it the drag to the first down. So I think they jumped. Yeah, see that kid jump over there, number 9? So stole a first down. This is the game we lost. 36-35. This, like I said, just show you this. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if we score. I know we ran a lot of plays. I hope we scored. Weak sweep. That's a pretty good little play for us. And we started running that like that instead of giving it to the wingback because that was another way to get Bobby the ball. And Bobby was pretty nifty with that stuff. That's not a breakaway home run play, but that's an 8-yard run. And there's 2 or 3 of them on the film. I've got a few marked. We'll go that in a minute, and I'll wind up. But again, just kind of wanted to keep it, like I said, what it looks like for real, and kind of give you an idea of what we do. So we're first down. On about the 16, something like that? 13, 12?
12 or 11.
Yeah, 12 or 11. So that was sweet, and that forced guys up the field so hard we had to run it under him.
That's hand on guard too.
Run the power, not very good. He run it too tight. We knew we had it though. It's amazing how hard you practice and how many times you do stuff, and you get in the game and you haven't done it well enough. Everybody hit that too tight. That's crazy. That's crazy. So we substituted. I believe we substituted our guys. I believe we substituted it again. Yeah. They're giving us the power. We just need a guy to run it up in there. A guy went underneath the block, the overhand guy. So then we finished it off. So that's a pretty good drive. And that's kind of, to me, who you score quicker. Score when you score. I got some plays marked off I want to go to, and then, like I said, I'll finish up. I don't want to bore anybody. I do want to show you, like I said, our jet stuff. I'm not sure exactly. We might have had a quick change here. Should have been 4 verticals. This guy should have got across to the far hash. The blocking back should have got up to near hash. And then the wide out there should be up the numbers. Tight end's the best one we got. But you see the shell, there's no way in the world they cover 4 verticals. No way. No way. And we got the guy, Bobby gets the ball, split ends crowding. Split end needs to get out on the numbers. If this guy gets across, they're in a bind. It still had the guy and missed it. Sorry, I gotta look at mine. I got 59. All right, that's that week sweep again. I think it's just a little bit better picture for you. And we're not blocking it any different. We block week sweep. We just got who we think's our better guy running. You know, Bobby's a pretty dynamic kid. He's a pretty tough kid, and he'll do what you need to do to win a game. So again, that's a winning football play. All right, so sorry, it's the only way I know to do it. So I'm gonna go here. And this is another one. I just want to let you see the drive. That's buck sweep. That's buck sweep. We logged the.
Can I see that again, Bill?
Yes, sir. You're gonna see it close. Let me check. What we do. What we do is we log the squeezer. We log the squeezer with the blocking back and pull the guards. Front side guards got the fourth. Back side guards a wrapper. So they're squeezing a little bit. You see that cat's a 6 technique now. So he's giving it to us. You see how wide the force guy is. They're taking a little slow. If that's not good enough, Coach Ward, we'll run it back and see it.
This is good, right?
Yeah, we'll run it back and see it.
Yeah, this is good. That's what I want to see.
But there you go. Feedback's good. Guard's good. Got the lead guard, and then you got a good guy with the ball in his hand.
I saw everything I wanted to see.
Yes, sir. That's a good play, man. That's been a great play for us. That's been a great play for us. And notice we're in wide. Notice we're in wide. We got the split in there and the wing back there. So we run that a lot, to kind of get them people, at least spread out to a little bit, If we hadn't been able to run it as good as we did, those 4 verticals would have been a whole lot more. You'd have seen a whole lot more of them. That's quarterback counter off the buck sweep, looking action, and that 3 technique just kicked our butt. Buck sweep again. Darius, pretty good little running back, man. Having Bobby and him that year, we rushed for, 3,800 yards, something like that. Bobby threw it for about 1,000, maybe a little bit over. And Bobby rushed, Darius rushed for about 2,400 yards, and Bobby rushed for about right at 1,000.
Which ones are you a guide blocking team or
Sir?
SAB guide? What do you got to do?
We drive block, man. I got a wing team background. And what I try to do is hire people that can coach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we try to drive block and we shoulder block. All right? I don't know if I'm answering your question. SAB, I'm not real, I've heard it. I've heard Coach Ward talk about it a million times. But, we block down, we shoulder block and we punch like Greg Perry.
When you block down, what is your acronym? Gap on down?
First free man inside. A gap down backers wing T, we changed that, you know what I mean? And so Greg Perry, Delaware's offensive line guy, he was a shoulder block guy, use your front hand to help you with penetration. And we try to do that, and I've always been pretty fortunate to have a pretty good offensive line coach. When I was at Santa Fe, I had a real good guy, and if he says, Coach, I think this is better, I do it. You know what I mean? Do it. And as long as we're productive, I'm fine. Here, a guy that played for me at Lowndes in a wing T offense and had some coaching experience coaching wing T. You know, he coached my offensive line, is Coach McPherson's son, and he did a really good job. You know, I think we kind of grew into it a little bit, but technique-wise, you know, we're drive blocking team. You know, try to put our face mask and our eyes on our target. Sometimes this stuff isn't pretty. That's why them people up in the stands, you know, talk about scoring and, you know, it's this and it's that. So again, this is just a drive. It's got a few plays in it. Get a feel for what we are, what we try to do.
Anybody, and this maybe for the whole audience, anybody been told that your blocking back or your butt sniffer is too tight to the line?
Yep. Space over the lineman's hips or something like that?
No man's land. I've heard no man's land.
Only to get, you can have him back if you never snapped him. You can't have him if you do snap him. His head can't break the line.
Biggest thing we've been told our linemen's too deep, you know, a lot. I wanted to show y'all, you know, I told y'all, you know, beginning of the game, biggest, you know, the easiest way to win a game is not lose it. Look at this guy right here. All right, y'all seen us run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Now we come back with a weak boot. And just what we thought would happen is we got a dude wide friggin' open, you know, because that corner, we run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. He's sitting there flat-footed. But this is how you get beat. This isn't how you win. First of all, the guard's terrible. Avery's wide ass open. Bobby hits him in the numbers, and Avery drops the ball. That's how you get beat. But that's why you got to hold him accountable. You know, he had one job right there: run a corner route and catch the ball. So you see the guard; he's awful. Good thing Bobby's athletic. Throws it right, hit him right in the numbers, and he dropped it. All right. So like I said, that's how you get beat. If we convert right there, we'll probably win that football game. I'm supposed to go one more, it won't let me, so. It'll go. It'll go. All right, so we come back. All right, we just presented this a little different. This is going to be weak boot again. It's the same play we had where we had the tight end open on the corner, but we went split and we go motion to run it. Guard's way better. Tight end's wide open again. And this time, we actually make the play. Guard's better. I think he hits a split in on a drag. I don't think he trusted Avery no more. But at any rate, we hit it, we convert it. Sir?
Can you show that again?
Yes, sir.
Please.
So it's the same play we ran before. We just, you know, like I said, presented it a little different. You know, the tight end is got the split in on drag wide open right now. That's who he threw it to. Like I said, we'll see this one. We might see it a little better. Biggest difference is the guard gets the guy logged out there and gives Bobby a good opportunity to get on the edge. And he threw a strike right there. So that, we converted that one, so that's 101. Go here.
Share that screen again, Coach, please.
Hang on, I'm going to. I can't run this, man, bear with me.
Okay, no problem. Take
This
your
ain't my
time.
strong suit. So anyway, we got ourselves in the hole, and little slow screen. You know, again, get the ball to your guy that can go. Get the ball to your guy that can go. Does a great job. That play's been good to us all year.
Dang.
Yeah, same thing we saw earlier. See it one more time. We block it. We try to pin the backer. They blitzed us, you know, which was okay. We're good. Bobby's cool. Yeah, if he'd have wanted to score, he could have, right? Yeah. All right, so got a couple more here. Todd, am I okay on time, man?
You're plenty good at that. You can go longer if you want. Not so short one. Come on, see what you think.
Yeah. And say it lovingly. You know, Coach Ward's been nice to me and giving to me. And Coach Bross said, don't go Coach Ward long. And the deal is, there's nobody more passionate about doing this than John. All right, this is just, I'm on 146. So this is just another, 146, it's just another drive deal. All right, we are,
Coach, when you flip them like that, the numbers go with you.
yes, we have a different way to move them, and from there, we're just changing the strength. All we're doing is changing the strength. And mainly, do that every now and then, get them to jump. Really, because I mean, people, you know, most people don't line up. Now, when we shift to some of that other stuff, they don't get lined up a lot. And we shifted to that deal where we brought the tight end over. That was the way we run the sweep against this team. Because they didn't line up, they moved their force guy out so far. We had a really good little alley, so we're back, you know, wide again. Come back quarterback counter off of that action where we run the buck sweep off of, and had some success with it. We just were not very good up front. Avery didn't double the two. There we went a little quicker, Coach. It was 4th down. Jeff, you asked me if we were no huddle. Not no huddle, but we hustled to the line, hustled, shifted to try to get them because it was 4th and a yard. You know what I'm saying? I saw a team in Texas this year. They run, in Texas it's popular, you know, it's run into a wall. In Texas they call it slot T, and it's wing T. But they huddle, they sprint to the line, and they go on first down. It's some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
Sugar huddle.
Sir?
Like a sugar huddle.
No, they get in a real huddle, but when they break it, they get to the line and they snap it. They come to the line with their hand on the ground and they snap it. I mean, it's a regular huddle, but they hustle to the line, they line up, snap the ball, good. That was, we'll go back, all right? Not a great play call, nothing. That was two good ball players right there is all I want to say there behind. It's third and 11. It's 3rd and 11. I'd already bragged on you. I can't say enough about 2. That kid's a winner. You know, y'all have all had him. You know, and Bobby just makes a damn play. You know, Corey finished it. That's just 2 kids making a play. Like I said, there's nothing.
Crazy. I seen that.
Like I said, we're behind and we're chasing the clock here. We need to score and we need to go for 2 to win. Because we took the lead a while ago on that long drive, they scored in about 2 plays. So we're doing everything we can. Like I said, we're chasing the clock. You know, Darius does a great job staying inside the kick out, staying in the funnel, which sometimes precarious for him to do. But we're chasing the clock. We're doing everything we can to score. And we know we got to go for 2, and we know we got to get it. And we do a really good job getting it down there. I'll let you watch it. We got another good play that y'all might want to. You know, again, Bobby, heads up. You know, heads up. You know, again, saved our butt. Allowed us to live to fight another day. There we went jet motion. Jet motion didn't snap it and drew them offside. We had long yards. We had to do something. Had to do something. Had to try. See, we shifted to wide. We went from black to wide. That's buck sweep again. Probably better if you see it up close. Maybe. So six's rule stays the same as it does on sweep. He's going to try to crack split in. Does a good job. Both guards are decent. Pretty good back. All right, now, this play right here, this is a money play too now. This is another naked. We fake 8. You'll see it close, but what I want to tell you is what we're doing. We got the strength over here. We fake the sweep left. So Bobby's going to catch the ball, run it 2 to 3 steps like it's sweep, and we're blocking it like sweep. We're blocking it like sweep. The fullback's going to sneak up here and sneak out the weak side. The tight end's going to run a corner. Wingback's going to the post. Split end's dragging. So sweep, boom, come back. Like I told you, nobody covers back. Nobody covers back. So that's how we scored. You know, that's how we scored to get to within 1. And our head coach, you know, made the choice to go for it to win the game. I'm good with that. And we went with our best play. I think we got it on here. And this goes back to practice. And I'm going to be nice about this. You've got to practice perfect, you know. You can't let your kids get by. You know, if you hit the power too tight, run it again. You know what I'm saying? Run it again. And there were several times in our practices, you know, we needed to run stuff again, and because we were so much, you know, we had a clock, and when that period was over, it was over, and we were so worried about that, our execution suffered. We run the power here. Watch where this kid hits it. Watch where he hits it. And we got a score now. You can see it again there. And this is how to get beat. You know, we talk about how to win, how to get beat. Look where he hits it. We didn't even give ourselves a chance. We didn't give ourselves a chance. So, anyway, what I'd like to see where I'm at here. On that extra point, let me go back to that. Remember how much we had, you know, checked at the line of scrimmage? We did not check at the line of scrimmage here, and that was butt stupid. That was really stupid. And I let them people upstairs. Remember, I threw my headsets down when they were all wanting to know what I should have done that again, and we should have went freeze check again, because 9 overhears the play. 9 overhears the play. They're playing. Look at all that, man. You can't score there. You can't score there. So, I mean, I did our kids injustice by calling the play. 9 was the play. We didn't freeze check. We didn't have any timeouts. We should have come back. We should have come back, and we should have freeze checked that thing. We run the sweep over there. It's a walk in. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sweep over here is a touchdown. Yeah, no sir. Yeah, sweep over there. I mean, the kid walks in. We didn't check it. That's my fault. I think those boots and nakeds that I showed you, I think those are really, really good plays. I think when you play good people, you need to read. You need to be able to read somebody, whether it be power read. Sean, how we get this up here? Or, Todd, there we go. I got it. There we go. I think you need to be able to read somebody, whether it be power read, whether it be read a tackle. I think you need to be able to read somebody. And we do that a little bit. You know, ending up on that. You know, that was, you know, as a coach, you know, you live with that for forever. You know, that play right there, you know, I'll never forget that. You play people that's better than you. You play people's better than you. We played Chris County. Very, very good. So, they had a kid that was committed at the time to go to Alabama playing there. Kid there pretty good. Kid there signed with Georgia this year. So, in order to run the power, you know, what we've come up with over the years is some different ways to do it. And the ways we do it is we make a tight call. We make a tight call. We make a tunnel call. I pointed that out on the film. We make a loose call. And then we have a tag. We have a tag that is an influence. And I can get into, you know, some other stuff if you want. Mainly we'll talk about, you know, the power. So tight call is good. I want to go back to that. Tight call is good when they got that 5 technique. All right, so if that guy's got a guy to block down on, you got to block down on him and you got to kick him. That's tight call. All right? So if we want to tunnel it, can't, you know, if you tunnel that, got to base it, lead the fullback through you, so it gives you 2 extra guys. That's on the power. So you still block back, still pull the guard. That's a very good play now. That's a lot of y'all look at it and say, "What the hell?" That's a good play. That's a good play. You know, the key is if that 5 technique, that sucker stays there and makes this right here big. Makes that right there big. So tunnel is viable. Against that, you can tight call it. But the deal is, you block down and that cat's spilling everything, and that dude's going to Alabama, man, makes it hard now. Makes it hard. So, you know, we went ahead, turned out on him, because he's going to run up the field. We took our chances on that guy, base blocked that guy, blocked him, and power was a whole lot better tunneling it against some of them people with really, really good players. So again, now that you can, versus that, if he's there, if he goes down and you kick, that's tight. If you base it up front, that's tunnel. All right, those people, if they play a 7, which is inside eye, or they play a 6 and he wants to fall in there, you can make a loose call. You can make a loose call where this guy's going to go to the free safety, this guy's going to go to the corner. We know he's going there, so we block him, and then we kick the next guy. We kick the next guy. So that's a loose call. That's just telling us the guy that we're kicking out is loose. He's lined up loose. He's not tight down on that. He's not a 9. He's a wider guy. Generally, it's a force player. So that's a loose call, and that's been good too. And then the last little deal, we tight tunnel. The last little deal is this guy right here, you know, being a problem. Block it like a loose call, and influence that guy and kick that guy. So that would be a shark tag. That would be a shark tag. So that would allow you to double that, still allow you to do that. So that'd be trying to influence that 6-7. Let me just look. I apologize for.
Coach, that's just serious, Coach. You can go.
We're good. Well, I don't want to bore y'all, man.
No.
I don't want to bore y'all on that. Like I said, the nakeds. Let me draw that up for you. The nakeds are really, really good plays. So the one off the counter. The one off the counter, you're not normally on counter you pull him, but to prevent run through, just down block him, try to get this cat to squeeze. You're still going to pull him, you're still going to pull the blocking back, you're still going to do that. This guy has got to find a way to get in the flat. That dude's going in the corner. That tight end's dragging in the hole. He's got to find air. And so you're just going to fake the counter and get here. That's the one, we completed that one time in the stuff I showed you. That's really good. Drag is always open. Drag is always open. The 8 naked, the one we scored on the goal line against, which is off the sweep. So we'll do it just like we did it on the film. So there's fullback tailback. That guy's going to come inside really, really hard because we're going to try to get that guy to squeeze and it's looking, this is the only dude coming this way. He's going that way with the ball. He's selling sweep. So we're hoping that guy's going to chase him, and we're hoping he'll have a bad angle so we can come out like that. So he's going to block down, and then he's going to run the corner. So we'll end up with the quarterback, the fullback out there. We'll run it, post, drag, or switch it, either way. And 9 times out of 10, that guy right there is open.
What would you hit next? Just that corner to the wide?
Say it again.
Just a shake right to the wide for that?
This?
Yeah, that'd be your second option?
Yeah, oh yeah, because we gonna look touchdown. But what happens is, them people, they get a feel, you know what I'm saying? When you play 13 games, Bobby knows Derek's gonna be open. I mean, our deal is, we want to check touchdown, first down, check down. That's what we want to try to do, and we'll cut it down to 2. You know, we'll cut it down to 2. Like, we'll go into the game and say, look, against these guys, we're going touchdown, check down. You know what I'm saying? Or at halftime, we'll change it, depending on when we throw it, what we get. But that's our 3 reads, and they're simple.
And up front right there, I've seen it, but are we just reaching?
We're running sweep.
Just,
We're running sweep. So we're going to pull this guy.
okay,
We're going to pull that guy. He's a gap, right?
right.
He's most dangerous dude, so he's down on 3, reaching 5, right? And right here is double. Wingback comes off on that route. So we're blocking straight sweep. That's what a naked is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the definition of a naked. Block the run play. And that's what gets them linebackers running. That's why there's nobody there. That kid took off running. He saw Darius, but it was too late. He saw Darius, but it was too late. So we throw the naked off of the counter and off of the sweep. Those are the two primary ways we do it.
Coach, what's this last, this last panel, all that stuff?
Over here,
Okay, you didn't go over there.
formations. I mean, all I did is that's weak. Weak is when you put the split in, or I'm sorry, the wing back line him up weak. You can still run everything you want to run. And I just drew this up here, you know, for, you know, in the summer, we don't throw the ball much. But when we throw it, we want to make it count. And we can't say, you know, like Jeremy, you know, Jeremy Haymore, I've talked to Jeremy a bunch. And Jeremy said, well, we ain't going to throw it unless we throw it over their head. We can't afford that. You know, because we play some damn good people. We got to throw it every now and then. So, you know, over the summer is when we perfect our passing stuff. And a good buddy of mine showed me this, and we put that in. And when you do all that, you run the sweep, you run the power, you do all that, you're going to get that. Or you're going to get that, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And that's just, I wrote up there, that's Chip Kelly's mesh route. And we repped it, was starting in March, April, May, June, July. So by the time we get to August, we want our passes done. We want our passes done. And we probably carry a few more passes than a lot of single wing people do. But if we can't run them, we throw them out. If we can't execute them by the time we walk on the practice field, we don't carry them to the practice field. So then this other stuff, you know, Coach mentioned my Twitter. You know, y'all have seen that, so we call that brunch. Brunch, R, is bunch to the right. Lunch is bunch to the left. And that's a little bit of a jet series deal. We can put the tight end there, or we can put him out here. And the play we like, what we want to run is we want to crack. We want to loop to the corner. We want to loop to the alley. And we want to run 8. We want to pull a guard. We want to run sweep right. That's what we want to run. So that's the play that everybody says when y'all come out. That's the play you got to stop. That's the play you got to stop. The best play that we had was tunnel power off of that. The best play we had was tunnel power because everybody sold out to stop the sweep. Everybody. So the best play we had was because you don't have enough blockers to block the power if you don't tunnel it. And I've already told you now, you know.
Hey, Coach, you put on the bigger screen?
Over here?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I apologize. I'm not real smart sometimes.
We're all.
So by personnel, that. Again, we can do whatever we want, you know. So that's what we got there. So now, depending on how they line up, okay, they're going to cheat him. All right, they're saying, okay, they're getting that, they're going to run the sweep, so now he's loose. So now they got that, and now they got the linebacker, because they want him to be able to get off the top. So now, it's stealing, man. Pull it out of there and just hit it up in there. We ain't reading nothing. We ain't reading nothing. Y'all see, I put that on there. I'm pretty liberal. You know, I had a guy go, but you shouldn't put all that stuff on Twitter. Shit. Well, y'all ain't gonna watch Huddle if y'all play. So run the power. We also run the counter. We run everything we have. So if we're gonna run the counter, we'll cheat the blocking back in a little bit, and we'll run the counter. Kick, pull. He's in his hip pocket. We still got the same thing we'd have. We would fake it, and we would hit the counter over there. We can line up and run anything we want. You know, we've got a really, really good pass. You know, again, with the bunch, just use those guys. Just use those guys. So remember the blocking. So now we run him up the field. Now we run him to the post. Run him on a dig. And we fake that jet. And we just step back. And we look post to wheel. And that's a pretty good ball play. That's a pretty good ball play. It's pretty simple. And then the other stuff over there, again, if we get to August, or in our case in Georgia, we started practice July 25th. If we get July 25th and we can't run it, then we don't mess with it. So let's just say we've tagged it where we got that out there. Now we go R. So brunch tells them they're in a bunch. R, now we're going to spread the blocking back out a little bit. We're going to spread the split in out a little bit. And we're going to be like regular trips now. So now we're out there, we're regular trips. So now we've got this guy here, and if we want to stack them, because our wingback was our best guy, our blocking back was our best blocker, that's how we did it, and then what we looked for was numbers. So if we felt like we had numbers, that's what we threw our quick screen out of. And normally if we had it like that, we would tag it, no, I'm sorry. We would tag it where we left the tight end in, tailback there, and we would run either a guard pull or a tackle pull, whoever could pull. Whoever could pull. So we'd go jet. So if that guy was covered, then we would block him, we would wrap him up, we would fake the jet, and we would run it up in there. So that was our weak side play. And that was a pretty good play, pretty decent play too. You know, so stack was our call in the front. Anything with an A, C, K indicated we wanted to stack. So stack was front side, and back was stack over here. So that way we could get in some of that stuff. You know, again, some of the people we play, we had to. You know, not a lot, but a little bit. Just like that screen pass. You know, that screen pass got us out a bunch of jams, man. Look at this. If there's anything, you know, the key breaker stuff. Somebody brought up key breakers. You know, run the spin sweep, and instead of pulling the guard, pull the inside tackle and the tight end. And in that way, they can't get on your blocking back. So if we want to run spin sweep, we're going to crack the force. He's going to pull like it's trap. He's going to get up in there. And we're going to spin, hand him the ball. We're going to pull the inside tackle for the corner, and we're going to pull the tight end for the alley. That's a good play. That's a really good key breaker play. Send the beat back and the strong guard. That's who everybody reads most of the time, right? I had to get a lot of people right there. So, you know, one more key breaker deal. Crack. Want to climb somebody there. Pull him. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Sorry. It was a different play. All right, so this guy's going to block. This guy's going to block chaser. Still pull the inside tackle. Get him around on the corner. Fake the counter. Block it back wrong way. Guard wrong way, like we talked about. If you want to pull tight end, you can. Now you're out here on the corner. And what we've toyed with some is running this, putting him on the alley, getting the ball in the corner and pitching off the corner. I mean, there's a lot of crap you can do. But that's good. That's a good key breaker play. I hope I gave you guys something that was, you know, at least worthwhile. And that you can take home if it wasn't anything, but you know, one little tidbit. And you know, remember, God's blessed us to make us a coach, and we have the ability to impact young people, and you know, take advantage of that, man. Take advantage of that. I appreciate y'all. And God bless you, and thank you for listening.